Yo, what is good? In this video, I'm gonna go into the live markets and live trade with real money. Obviously, it's currently 9:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That means the session opened 5 minutes ago. So I gotta get into the markets real quick and do the analysis and take the trade. All right, if I find one. But enough talking. Let's get into the markets. All right. All right. Let's go. As you can see, I'm a little bit late into the session open now. It's currently 9:34. What? 9:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So session open like freaking 7 minutes ago. But it's okay. If you cannot find your little bias for the moment within 1 minute, then you should really reconsider, can you really trade? Because I understand that the bias can change within a fraction of a minute. Regardless, let's trade now. We're crashing down. We just took out this. What is this? Like a 1 hour? Yeah, 1 hour time frame low. I'm checking NASDAQ right now, mainly. I'm going to mark this out low. Bang. Okay. And we got that sweep. Let's see. This is the thing. We always got to check the situation. We just took out that low. If you get the MSS, obviously I'm going to buy. But if we just continue past this, then obviously that means there's more liquidity levels down that we may want to take. And then that means there's opportunities for shorts. Okay, I understand that. You don't always need to see a freaking reversal. I've said this before. You can always just follow the trend if it's there. But right now, for me to enter shorts, I would want to see this trend continuation. Right now, there's still a possibility that we're going to see that market shift to the upside. But if we don't see that, like I said, we're going to follow the trend. My bad. I woke up at 1 a.m. I know. Fucking crazy. But regardless, let me mark out this fair value gap. Let's see, do we get any respect? I always like to mark out these shits. I'm gonna create this 5-minute fair value gap very soon here. Got this 5-minute OB as well. I'm gonna mark out that as well. If let's say we would want to continue down, where would I want to target? Like, what would be the reasoning for the market to go down? Obviously, we had this major crash recently. The next lows are pretty much, this is looking kind of weird. Yeah, this is hella weird, but yeah, these are the next lows pretty much. So it's very far away. Think this, guys. So I actually quite believe that we might get the MSS. If not, obviously I'm going to sell. But the reason why I'm thinking about buying as now, because obviously we took the liquidity, but also because we had the what am I talking about? Last week's Friday major crash. There was the tariffs. There was a lot of news, etc. And today we'll also have Jerome Powell speaks at way later. Okay, but since we got that, and we took some major liquidities. I mean, weekly is bearish, but we took some major areas that could reverse the market. That may cause us to go bullish for the day, for the next week, and make even all-time highs. But obviously, we're in the moment. Okay, remember, I am a day trader. I look at the moment. If it wants to go now down for the moment, then obviously I'm going to sell the markets, right? Don't be too caught up on everything. Just look at the look what the market is doing right now. All right, I'm yapping a little bit, regardless. But all right, guys, remember, don't get impulsive. A lot of the people just see this mini fair value gap getting tapped into and they just immediately want to short. That's not enough for me, at least. All right, so update. We got one breaker structure after the liquidity, which is normally pretty good. Okay, but since we got that huge liquidity sweep before that, I wanted to wait for another breaker structure. We didn't get that. As you can see, I marked this out, but we didn't get the closure to see that really trend movement again after liquidity. So I wanted to wait a little bit, and as you can see, we disrespected this 1 minute OB, and we got one closure above the most recent high. And if this really wants to continue this cycle to the upside, this might give us the MSS, right? But right now, I'm just staying patient. I recorded some more TikTok because that's what I do, guys. When I'm bored in the markets, the market isn't doing much, I'm just gonna check what's up on the internet and create some shit. I want to check one thing though. Yep, this is also a high on other brokerages. This is a quick tip. You should always check the other brokerages if this is a small ass wick. Regardless, disrespected this order block, disrespected this mini fair value gap now. So it's a good sign for some bullishness. But we got this order block right here on the 5 minute. Not really concerned. What I said before, I kind of want to buy because we had that huge crash before, which caused a lot of liquidity being swept, etc. So I'm potentially going to buy on this market structure shift. I got to be really patient on here. But if we do get this MSS, I'm going to buy the markets. I'm going to buy them. This was a fair value gap, by the way. Yeah, fair value gap. But I'm going to buy the markets if we get that closure on there. All right. Yeah, there we go. Now, first entry within a, like I took this is my first entry in a week. So yeah, I bought the markets on NASDAQ, looking for the price to go up potentially. We got this very nice MSS actually right now. And considering that we had that major crash recently, took out a lot of liquidity from below, and now we got this 1 hour liquidity swept. We got this MSS. I'm looking for the price to go up pretty confidently. Okay, but obviously let's see what's up. I'm gonna target around 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Target this high right here, and I mean, we have this 15-minute high above, but I'm gonna target this high right here. This is a 5-minute high. Yeah, 5-minute high. 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. We got this order block right here going on. Very straightforward. I like this volume that we got right here. So I'm gonna update you guys with this one. I'm gonna speed this up real quick. Yo, biggest trade ever, 7K. I exited from here. Oh my days, this is my biggest trade ever. Hold on, I gotta show you guys this. Oh my days. This feeling is crazy. $7,000 in one single trade. Obviously, this is heavily more risk than usual, but because I'm scaling right now and I'm allowing my account to grow. And this is, by the way, a live account, by the way. But the thing is, this is my biggest trade, and this was A++ setup, MSS, market structure shift, as you saw in the entry. Wow, like this feeling is absurd. This is like, wow. Like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have imagined this. It's absolutely crazy. But regardless, enough talking. W's. Let me do a quick little recap so you guys understand exactly why did I take this. So when the session opened, like I said previously, right? I said that I don't really want to, I mean, I could potentially sell the markets, but because there was the major crash before, and I actually talked about this on Instagram, that we're probably gonna see, like I said, that why is everybody crying over the fact that we had a mini crash that happens? That's just a big liquidity sweep, and probably in a week we're back at all-time highs. And because of that, that also gave me that bullish bias a little bit. The thing is, took out this 1 hour time frame liquidity from here. This is 1 hour time frame liquidity. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame right there, and then we swept that. I wanted to see, I could potentially short it from here. Glad I didn't. But I wanted to see one more break of structure to the downside for me to actually sell the markets because all of the conflicts that we had before, and we just had this liquidity sweep. So I wanted to wait, be patient. But then we start to reverse. Got one closure above the most recent high, another closure above the most recent high from here. So that's 2 break of structures, aka that market structure shift, the 1 minute time frame after liquidity. And then we can enter straight from here. I got filled around here, and 1 to 3 risk reward ratio targeting these highs. As you can see, no take profit, no extra take profits whatsoever, because I'm not the biggest fan of take profits. Some people like them, I don't, because that deteriorates the overall profits of the trade. If you guys know, you know. Okay, I used to battle with that a lot. I didn't understand why am I not making that much money before, but it was because of extra take profits. So I just like to keep it at 1 nowadays. And $7,000 net P&L. So what I actually made after everything is $7,010.80. The reason why I'm recording these videos now is because I want to motivate, innovate, and educate so that you can do the same. And we always gotta aim for perfection. We always gotta make sure that we make more in the long run. Okay, that's why I'm scaling. That's why I'm teaching how to scale. And just understand that never settle. Okay, never settle. Even though I made my biggest day now, this is my biggest day. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna throw myself a party, because I understand that there's bigger levels to this game. But this is truly a good day. But we're not at 10K yet, 10K per day yet. But regardless, hope you like this video. If you like, make sure to like and subscribe, and take my free course from the first link in the description comment. Yeah, as usual, I'll see you on the other side. Peace out.